Okay, hi guys, I am Barri-Jayne from Barri-Jayne Makes and from Emerald Taurus. So this is my channel, obviously it's my channel, and I have crafts and I also do guided meditation. So you can choose whether you want to come and do crafts and then meditate, or you might meditate and then do crafts. But anyway, I'm here to talk about the new love of my life. The new love of my life. It's called a Cricut Mug Press, okay? And when I heard that it was coming out, do you know what? I don't care how much it would have cost, it was mine. I'm going to show you how I made these mugs and coasters. So we've got this mug, I hope that's clear. And because I don't like waste, I then use the wastage to make a coaster. And the same with this one. And the wastage I used to make a coaster. So that's what I'm going to show you in this tutorial, how I did that. So you need sublimation mugs. These are not from Cricut, but they are sublimation mugs. They are specific mugs you have to have with a specific coating. I'm not going to get technical, but anyway, there it is. That's the mug that you need. And then the same with the coasters. This is a cork back coaster and it's a sublimation coaster. So again, it's got the special coating so that the ink sucks into it and it's permanent. You can wash it. It's dishwasher safe. It's safe, safe, safe. So I am going to be using the Cricut Infusible ink transfer sheets, and it comes with everything that you need. It comes with the transfer sheets, which I'm going to use this one today, okay, and it comes with a little lint-free cloth because you need to give the cup a really good wipe to make sure there's no dust or anything on the mugs, so that when you do your sublimation, your ink transfer, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't ruin it. And it also comes with this butcher paper. I'm not sure what the difference is between this and parchment paper. That's something I need to learn. So anyway, it comes with everything you need. Then you also just need a pair of scissors, tweezers, and one of these little things maybe, but you probably won't need to use it for this. Obviously you need your mug press. I've got my little Cricut Joy so I can cut the design out. I have the press for the coasters. You need to have Cricut Design Space. There is a lot you can get for free, but it is $7.99 a month if you want everything, and I think it's a little bit cheaper if you buy it for the year. You can get a month's free, which is what I'm using now, so that I get everything. I get all the fonts, all the images to use. So I'm going to see how I go for the month and might just buy it for the year, because I think I'm going to be using this, I know I'm going to be using this a lot. Everyone who knows me, no, you might not actually get a Christmas present from me this year, but you know, you might get gifted a mug or a coaster. Okay, so this is the first mug that I made using the mug press, and I am just so amazed at the way it's come out. I'm just absolutely amazed. The thing is as well, I do not like waste. So all the pieces that I took off this, I placed it onto this coaster, and using the Cricut press and this mat is very important, which I forgot to mention earlier, I pressed it, okay, but I didn't press it hard enough. I just placed the press on top, and I'm going to show you all of that later, and it didn't come out as bold as the mug, but I was still pretty impressed with how this actually came out, that it worked. You can't rub it off, it's sucked in there. So this one is the second one I made. Because the letters were a bit too small, the little bits in there for the letter B, they just disappeared. somehow. But anyway, it turned out really well. And then everything that I took off from the mug, I used it on the coaster. What I need to do is make sure that I must stick it down really, really well so that it absolutely does not move. Otherwise it has ghosting or a shadow. But there you go. I'm going to go into Cricut Design Space. Go to Shapes, click on the square, and then I unlock it down here and I change the size to 10.5 by 8 centimeters, okay? And then I will lock it. I change the color to white. So it's like this. I'll get rid of this now. In the images, went to image, wrote in the word golfer, and I just chose what I wanted. And then the image comes up and then you just use it how you want. So this is what I'm going to be using. Whoa, put it back. So then what I do is highlight it all, attach, and then it turns into a drawing. Okay, so it will be easy for me to cut these all out. Then I will make it on a mat. Make sure that you click mirror image. It's in reverse now, or mirror, and click continue. I'm using my Joy, my Cricut Joy machine. It's looking for it. And if you click on browse all materials when you're on this page, scroll down until you get to Infusible ink transfer sheet. Click on that, done. Then it just says, just make sure the mirror is turned on and the material is ink side up. Okay, and I'm just gonna get that all sorted out. Just apply it on to the mat, making sure it's nice and straight. And have one of these roller things, and just make sure it's all stuck down nice and firmly. Load it on. And once it's all loaded, just double check that the mirror is on. That's the most important. Ink side up, and press go. And that's it. It's done. Unload the project and just gently remove it off the mat. And also to mention, the colour looks very dull, but once the heat has transferred it to the mug, it is going to be super vibrant. So I'm just going to cut this bit as well. And then you bend it. It's quite a stiff paper, stiff material, and then it's easy to remove all of these little bits. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that now. Okay, so all of these pieces I am saving to use on the coaster. All right, so this bit's going to be a bit more tricky. I have to be really, really careful with this. And there it is. and it will go onto the mug this way. Okay, so let's do this. So now I'm going to turn the heat press on, and it will take a little while to heat up, and when it does it will give me a little bleep. So in the meantime now I am going to attach this onto the mug. So what you need to do is make sure the mug is nice and clean. So give it a good wipe, because you don't want any dirt on it, any fluff, because otherwise it might ruin your design. And you now need heat-proof tape, or heat-resistant tape, I'm not sure of the actual name, but this is not sellotape. This is not your general normal sellotape. This is a special one which will not melt and it will help to keep your design attached firmly to the mug. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so it's going to go on this way. So I'm just going to attach a piece of tape to the edge, and I'm going to place it on the mug exactly where I want it to be. So just, sorry about that, just try and keep it as straight as you can. So that bit is stuck down. And then what I'm going to do is just add some more tape along here. Sorry that it's out of focus. And along here, just make sure it's not going to move at all. Okay, it just bleeped. So the heat press is ready now. Okay, once you think it's all secure, it's time to cross your fingers and put it into the mug press. This is extremely hot, so please be super, super careful when you're putting the mug into the mug press. Carefully place it into the mug press. And as soon as you close it, it bleeps, and then it will do its thing, and it will bleep again when it's time to remove it. Now what I'm going to do is add those little pieces to the coaster whilst I'm waiting. I'm just going to check how it's going to fit on here. Okay, so I'll change those around in a moment, but that's how it's going to fit, and then the 1991 is going to go down there. All right, so what I'm going to do first is stick this down. Now what's interesting is some people have said not to put the tape directly over the colour, but that doesn't make sense to me, because the colour goes all the way to the edge of my design, so where would I put the tape if I couldn't put it over the colour? So I'm just going to stick all of this down. I'll put those in reverse in a moment. I just want to make sure that there is no way that this is going to move. It's a long job. It bleeps at me because it's ready. Super carefully, we need to remove this out without burning myself, and just leave it on a heat-proof mat. Okay, back to finishing this. Remembering to mirror it. Probably going to be a bit wonky, but I am actually cool with that. Okay, so there that bit is. So now I will attach it the wrong way. Okay, I am learning. All right, so what I need to do now is go back and turn everything over. I'm getting there, I am getting there. So I'm just going to turn them all over. Oh my goodness, I will get there in the end. And then by the time I do get there, the mug will be cool enough for me to do the reveal. It's a bit wonky, but you know what? It's the right way round now. So now on to doing the coaster. It says to put some card on the mat. Don't quite understand why fully. And then with the butcher paper, it says to give it 3 layers, to use 3 layers to wrap, to place on top. So what I'm actually going to do is just wrap it. So it's got 3 layers there. And I'm just going to wrap it again, because that's what I did with my other one. Okay, place it down. The press will get super hot. Turn it on, and it's automatically going to 205 degrees centigrade for 60 seconds because that's what I've been using it for recently. So it will bleep when it is time to use it. Okay, I'm even going to put it into here as well. So I'm sure you don't even have to do that, but you know, I'm just being a little bit extra here. So let's get the heat press. Put it directly on without moving it. And just give it some pressure. Switch it on, of course. And we wait the 60 seconds. It is super hot. So now I will come back later for the big reveal. Okay, everything's cooled down. Now it's time for the big reveal. So just get that tape off. Okay, here goes. Oh wow. Oh my god, that is amazing. Look at it. That is amazing. Okay. And now for the matching coaster. I mean, look at that. No waste. So it's the, oh, what do you call it? The negative. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Yay. Okay, so what I've learned here is that the areas that had the tape sticking it right down, the colour was stronger than the areas where I didn't have the tape. So next time I do this, I'm going to make sure I tape every single bit of it and see. But anyway, I'm just so super happy with that. So these are all the mugs and coasters that I made. Just have fun, have a go. You'll discover new things like I did, and I'm just a newbie. Thank you for watching.